Alright YouTube, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at this Ascend H10. I'm going to go over some likes and dislikes, pros and cons kind of deal, and then just kind of hit the features and high points really quick on it. I've had this kayak for several months. I've caught dozens if not hundreds of fish out of it. Have not used it much in the last 3 weeks. It's just really been very hot and I've been lazy, so I just haven't been fishing a whole lot. Primarily I fish out of a kayak. I don't paddle a whole lot, so just kind of use that to color your opinion of this. If you're a person who primarily just kayaks, I doubt this is going to be the one for you if you just go out for the paddle. So likes and dislikes. Likes, it's lightweight. I believe it's 50 some odd pounds, 55 pounds, something like that. Another like, it's very stable, especially for a 10-foot 55-pound boat. I can stand up in it. I'm a very large guy, and I don't have good balance. The boat is extremely wide, basically straight down sidewalls. Part of the reason I've got the seat out is so you can see the widest area is directly under the seat. It kind of tapers towards the front, and there's a cover for front and back. I don't use them. I like the open, basically like a one-man canoe kind of setup. It's just how I like it. The seat's comfortable. Like I say, I'm 6'2", 260, and it's a comfortable boat for me, which most 10-foot kayaks are not. So this is kind of your small kayak option here if you are big. Fishes very well, tracks decent, and I really like it. I'm glad I bought it. It was at Cabela's for around about $600, maybe a hair under, like $5.99, $5.79, something like that. I believe these are sold Cabela's and Bass Pro as part of the Tracker Marine family, and I really recommend these, especially if you paddle small lakes, slow creeks, things like that. I have paddled this in moving water. It did decent, not great, but it's not designed for that, in my opinion. It works, and I've paddled worse, but you know, this is a hybrid, which means it does a lot of things okay. That's the H in the H10 is for hybrid. So the dislikes, it is slow, and in comparison, my brother has a 13-foot ocean kayak that is extremely fast by any standard. It's a lot slower than that. It's slower than my Pelican 120. It's slower than my dad's 12-foot Native Ultimate, and it's even a little slower than my wife's Academy version of a Pescador 10, so, or Pescador 100. Just some real quick features of it. It's got T-track, front, both sides, and a spot to add it in the rear. It's got 2 rod holders. It's got the standard handle, front and rear. Kayak carries well. It has foot pegs that are fully adjustable. The seat has different notches that can set in. And then just kind of some features of the seat here. Seat's extremely comfortable. This is one of my things I look for in a kayak more than anything else, is the seat. It's pretty basic as far as how it's constructed. It's got a drink holder on both sides. Swings out, folds back out of the way. Peg locks in on each side. It's got an adjustment strap here that lets you set the seat height, or set the seat, I should say, the back angle. Seat locks into the notches, and you can actually attach it with a bungee also. Keep the seat in there in case you flip, or just for going down the road. It's a pretty good kayak all around. Like I say, it is a hybrid, which means it's going to do everything decent, but not a lot of things super well. For my application, where I do a lot of panfish, it's great. We'll just take a look at the hull from the bottom side. It's got a pretty aggressive tunnel hole. The part I don't like, the keel on the front and the keel on the rear tend to drag on a lot of stuff, and I think it's also the reason this thing is slow. Another one of the great features about this thing, and I'll just kind of go over here to my gear pile, and you can tell I have been rough on this kayak, just left it outside. But these bags hang under each side of the kayak, and they make it so that you basically don't have to carry the milk crate. I built a rod holder for it here. I'll probably do a video on the rod holder by itself, and then my live well. And the reason I like this kayak is most sit-in kayaks, it's very, very hard to carry a cooler, which, like I say, in my case, is a live well. This one fits right there. Still got some storage room behind. Makes a great live well. That cooler right there, I have never been able to fill it up with brim, bluegill, or crappie. I would imagine it would take probably a limit of good crappie and bluegill at the same time to fill it up. So it's a pretty good size cooler. Just kind of finishing notes here. Got the flag on there. I'd recommend anybody just attach one, and then the GoPro mount that I have not yet got any footage into video on. So also added the ruler to the side of it. So if you're looking for something to fish out of, it's a great little kayak, not fast, fairly stable, decent in moving water, but not really made for moving water. But that is the Ascend H10 that I got from Cabela's. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, think about subscribing and liking the videos. Probably be adding some more videos of this thing here soon, hopefully. And as always, until next time, this is North Alabama Outdoors.